Okay. This is going to be a lecture about how to design a data collection form and code data for SPSS analysis. I'd like to welcome everyone who's watching today, and I would like to welcome you to my channel. This is my first video, and I hope you will like this lecture. And if you care about SPSS or data analysis, your research methodology, or even a scientific writing, please follow this channel and I will be updating my videos regularly. So if you're a student working on a research project and feeling confused about how to go from collecting data all the way to analyzing it in SPSS, don't worry, it's much easier than you might think. In today's video, I'm going to explain everything step by step in a simple and practical way. I will also show you a real example of a data collection form that is used to study drug-related problems in cardiology and internal medicine world. And through this example, you will learn four main uh, objectives. The first objective is how to design a clear and organized data collection form. So in this, we will learn that our data collection form should be clear, clearly designed, and clearly coded. How to choose the variables that you need and define them properly. How to code categorical data with numbers that SPSS can understand, and how to organize your Excel sheet correctly so you can easily import it into SPSS. So this will be our last step after coding our data in SPSS. Then we will learn how to move this into SPSS because we will be analyzing it in SPSS maybe in the coming few videos. So whether you're working on a graduation project or a master's project or PhD project or even a small university assignment, this video will help you feel more confident and skilled in handling your research data. So let's go to our data collection form. In fact, this is one of my master students project. She prepared her data collection form, and as you can see, the title is drug-related problem among patients admitted to cardiology internal medicine ward in one of the referral hospitals. So this is how my student prepared her data collection form, and actually she wants to know how to code this data into SPSS, into Excel sheet so that she can then move it to SPSS and start analyzing the data. So I thought that I should make a video so all my students can learn from this and I don't have to repeat this all the time. So I'll just keep it in my channel so anytime I have a student, he can refer to this video, and hopefully everybody who needs it can always refer to it. Okay, so the data collection form has many sections. Section number one, patient social demographic data and clinical characteristics. As you can see here, case number, gender, age group, weight, marital status, education and status, and all these variables belong to section one. Then section two, our part B, we have patient clinical characteristics here where we talk about which ward the patient was admitted, length of stay, how many days they have stayed in the hospital, what was the diagnosis, what kind of comorbidities they have, how many diseases they have, how many problems list have been identified during their admission, how many medication were prescribed, does the patient has allergy or not, is the patient taking any herbal medicine. Here my students wrote social history, and then the answer were yes and no, and you can see I have commented what she mean about this, but mostly What she mean by social history could be like smoking or any social other social habits. So she has to be very clear, not just social history. She has to be clear. Maybe we can say smoking, yes or no. Okay, if the patient smokes or not. Then here also you can see the laboratory test. She kept it like this, so this is not right. Laboratory investigation should be clearly stated, like maybe hemoglobin, INR, all the laboratory investigation has to be spelled correctly and clearly here, and the numbers has to be written, and also the follow-up when the INR was conducted. Is it first day, second day, or third day? And you can also write what are the follow-up on that. So this is not the right way of doing it. So the student has to take note of this. Uh, what else? Then the student has the medication history here. She has all the drugs. You can say with the dose, frequency, route of administration, when was they were administered, when it started, when it stopped, and what was the indications. Is this patient it for chronic, using it for chronic or current, or is it a prescribed drug or a non-prescribed drug? So here also, this is a very important table. Then here, any additional plan. Then section B, distribution of drug list. The problem here where the student used the PCNE classification. This is very clear and a validated method. So we have no problem here. We just need to code this into Excel sheet. Then we have here the causes of drug related problem. Also, this is coded from C1 or C11. You can see until C9.3. So this is all about the data collection form of the students. So this is what you have in a Word. This is what you will have in a Word file, and you will use this to collect your data from the hospital. But when having this in your Word document or in a piece of papers or whatever, wherever you have it, or maybe in your laptop or iPad, then you have to convert this into SPSS because this cannot be analyzed. So you will have an Excel sheet like this one. All the information in the data collection for all the variables has to be coded. So as we can see here, the first one is the case number. This is how many, this is your case, like case number one, case number two, three, four, until the end. Maybe your sample size. This is also another issue. Maybe we'll explain later how to determine the sample size. So whatever sample size you have here, this is your case number. Then this is the patient medication or medical record number. This is, as you can, you may know, this is very confidential information, and you don't have to share it with anyone. You can just keep it, but keep the case number all the time. Okay, when you share data, or maybe when you explain the data, or when you present your data, maybe present in your pilot study or present in uh, your case presentation or whatever presentation you have, you don't have to disclose this information because this is a very confidential information. Then we can start from section one here, patient social demographics. We have gender as you see, whether it's male or female. So coding male as 1, female as 0. But we have to note that here, the numbers here doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that anything is, it doesn't mean anything actually. It's just giving a name, okay? It's just converting the verb into a number. So male 1, female 0. So if I have uh, a female subject, I'll just write 0. If I have a male subject, then I'll just write 1. So it doesn't mean anything. It just mean coding or a number, giving a number for every variable. In age group, we have 4 age groups. So this is how we code it: one, two, three, 4 different age group. Here also sometimes people don't categorize it. We just take the age as it is. Okay, so we don't categorize it because we can actually categorize this later on using our SPSS. We can recode. This is also another issue. Maybe we'll have a video on this on to how to recode your data in SPSS. Then the patient has the weight. Weight is in kg. Here, don't write like 50 kg, 60 kg, whatever. No, just write 50, 60, 70. Okay, don't write the unit. Okay, because this can be very confusing during your data analysis. Marital status, we have 3 options: married, widowed, and divorced. 1, 2, 3. Then educational level, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This here, maybe there is some order of the for the numbers. Like you can see, 5 is educated people, or 1 is illiterate or not educated. Occupation, we have 2, 1 and 2. Private and government, there is no any order here. Residency, urban and rural, no orders. Resident, immigrant, 1, 2. Then medical insurance coverage, we have whether they have the coverage, insurance or not. It's yes or no. The second section is the clinical characteristics, admitted word. As you can see here, this is the coding. Length of stay actually is the numerical data. Sometimes we don't have to categorize it. We can just write like length of stay, hospital stay in days. So we just write the number, how many days the patient stays. It's 5 or 6 days, whatever. And then maybe when we need to, if we need to categorize it, then we can recode it in SPSS as I mentioned before. Okay, so here you have 2 options. Diagnosis, we will write the diagnosis. What was the diagnosis for the patient? Is he a new diabetes diagnosis, or hypertension, heart disease, whatever? We will write all the diagnosis here because we cannot list all the diagnosis and code it from now. We can code it later because we don't know what kind of diagnosis we have. So we will just write it now, and then later we can convert it into letters. Okay. Comorbidities here. We will see whether the patient has a comorbidity or no. This yes or no. Then here maybe we can add here number of comorbidities. So here we can just write a number. How many coverage the patient had, 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. So here and then we have all the comorbidities, whether they have or not, yes or no. Diabetes, heart failure, CAD, stroke, CKD, asthma, it's all with yes or no. Okay, so we have already have the number of comorbidities. Then uh, what problems the patients had, what problem was identified. Here we have to write the problem as the same way that we have done for the comorbidities, and then we categorize it later. Number of medications prescribed. Here also you have 2 options: either to categorize it from now or just leave it and just write the number and then categorize it or recode it later. I actually prefer to recode it later. Just write the number now and then recode it later. This is what I do all the time. Then here we have if the patient has allergy, yes or no. If yes, specify. So we have to specify if the patient has allergy, yes. So what kind of allergy the patient has, then we have to write here. Maybe the patient has antibiotic allergy or food allergy or whatever. So then we code it. Then we code it after collecting the data or after finishing the study, because we will have another step of our research is after entering the data or coding the data and entering the data, completing all the data, then you have to do what we call that data management. The data management involves like recording, coding of variables which is written like this one, the right one, and maybe removing data which is not complete, or maybe removing data which is missing data, and many other things. So this is also inshallah is going to be another video bismillah. Okay, so here if the patient is taking herbal medicine or not. If yes, then we write what kind of herbal medicine patient is taking. Then here, what kind of medications the patient is taking. The patient will be taking maybe the chronic disease patients will be taking at least 5 or 6 medication or even more. So how do we code this? You will code it one by one. Okay, so this is what we write. Medication one. Let's say the patient is taking metformin. Okay, the dose like 500. Don't write the dose. Don't write the unit. Okay, so I'll just not here without unit. You don't have to write the unit, so we know the unit already. So you write here 500. Frequency is it's either 1 or 2 or 3. So it's OD, BD, or TD. So just write the number. Route of administration coded 1, 2, 3. Time time is quite difficult to be coded, but if you really if it really means something for you for your objectives, but you really need it, so you have to find a way to code this. Start, this is going to be date. Okay, so start date. Okay, this is, you have to write the date, stop date. This is very important to actually here calculate the duration of treatment. Okay, duration of treatment. Okay, so how many days the patient took the medication. Indication like diabetes, it's chronic one, it's a prescribed one, وهكذا. So this is how you will be coding your all the medications. So like we just so just right now, this is for medication one. So you'll repeat the same for medication two. Okay, will be the same for medication two. The dose, the frequency, the route of administration, time, start, stop, indication. Here we will add duration. Okay, duration, and so on. Okay, you will do this for all the medication. Medication three, medication four, as you see here, medication four, and medication 5, 6. So you always add new data as much as you can. Okay, so after finishing the medication tables, here we start the DRP, the drug-related problems. So first of all, we will see, is the medication a drug-related problem or not? Is it either yes or no? Okay, yes or no. So if yes, then how many drug-related problem we have? How many? Number of drug-related problems. Then number of causes of drug. How many causes? It cause 1, 2, 3, or whatever. Then the type of drug-related problem. Which type of drug-related problem? By the way, here you can actually repeat. Let's say one patient may have more than one drug-related problem, so you have to repeat it twice. Okay. So this is maybe could be explained in more detail. Okay. So then the DRB, is it potential or manifest? Is it potential or actual? Okay, is it potential or actual? Then the cause of DRB. For the cause of DRB, the PCNE, they have categorized cause of drug-related problems from C11 all the way to C9, all the way to C9.3. So this is already categorized. So you may have one or two outcomes here. So this is how you categorize it, or this is how you code it. It's all coded in the same way. It's either one or two. It's either yes or no. And in this way, you are all done with your coding. Okay. So what we do now, we'll just take this, copy, then this is our coding sheet. We'll go to the data sheet. Okay, this is our data sheet. Okay, so you will paste here, and I think I have already pasted this before, but I think this is not complete, so maybe we'll paste it again. I'll paste it again. Okay, so hopefully I pasted it all. Yes, until C 9.3. So this is what you have now. You have your coding sheet, you have your data sheet. So what is the next step? The next step is to do your pilot study. Maybe the pilot study you will do your pilot study. Uh, Most of the references say that you can do your pilot study in maybe 10 percent of your actual sample size. So if your sample size is 400, maybe you can do in 40 patient. If it's 300, maybe you can do it in only 30 patients. So let's say you have 200 sample size and this is your pilot study is only 20. So you will use this and you will try to fill all the data here. Okay, so this is your data sheet. So your data will be all here until uh, patient number 20. Okay, so when you have your data here, the next step, as we said, is the data management. You will see if, like, let's say patient number six, patient number six, if this patient has many missing data, then maybe you'll remove it, or maybe one of these variables is not available in the record. So maybe you can take out the variables. Maybe also you discover a new information which is not available in your data collection form. In this stage, you can add the new variables. So the objective of the pilot study is to see the visibility of conducting the data and also the resources that you need, the time that may be needed, if you need funding or not. Many things you can explore during your pilot study. So if you're all set, everything is set up, your data management is good, your data sheet is complete, then the next step is to move this pilot data into SPSS. So you will have, now we will open our SPSS uh, page. Then you go to file, then open. Okay, I need to move this. Okay, yes, move this up. Okay, so you go here, file, open, data, then go here where you have your file, but you have to change this into Excel. So because my file is Excel, so this is my Excel sheet. I will open, then I have two sheet actually. I have sheet one and sheet two. Okay, so I think I have it. Data sheet is my sheet two. Okay, this is what I will. Okay, so I have from A to EM. I think this is the file. Yes, or we can see from here. They see here. This has changed it. So this is the file that I want to transfer to. SPS. So if you click OK here, all right. So now you have, yes, now you have your data already converted or transferred into SPSS. So this is your data, this is your data view, and this is your variable view. So here maybe we need to change the variables name. So maybe you can change this and change this later. All right. So yeah, that's all. Now we are all set to go and analyze our data. But now, but this is just an example. We still don't have a data. So I hope now you know how to first do your data collection form, convert data collection form from Word file into Excel and convert it into numbers or code it in Excel sheet. Then from Excel sheet, convert your data into SPSS. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope I will meet you again in next our next video in few days. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.